Welcome everybody to AME 2-Second Lean Leaders Roundtable. Today is November 19th and we've got an absolutely great lineup for you today. Our resident leaders, we've got Paul, obviously, who's in China presently. We have Alex, and then we have Bernard, who's in New Zealand. Alex is down in Houston in the States. And we've got three guest leaders today, really interesting guest leaders. Pankaj, all the way from India. I've got
Hello.
Mark from the States and Adam from the States as well. So we've got some really, really good leaders for you today. And I'm going to hand over to Paul, who's going to be our controller for the day. And then when Paul's finished, I'm going to ask the questions. Over to you, Paul.
Control freak.
That's right. I am the taskmaster. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's go. We're real fast, rapid fire.
All right, rapid fire. Okay, here we go. Number one.
No bloviating.
So this is from Jonathan in Phoenix. As a leader, when lean is being started to be implemented in your company, what did you do as a leader to explain lean and help everyone understand it?
Bernard.
Let's go. I love this one. That's a great question. So we said, hey, this is why we want to do this. So you got to explain why we're doing it, right? Why we do what we do. What's the reason? What's the core purpose? And it's all about them, making their life easy, removing the struggle, helping them understand that the customer pays for everything in their lives. So therefore, our mission from today on is to improve the life of the customer. So if we can improve the life of the customer by stripping out waste, we can, and we're fixing what bugs us, we're removing the struggle, life gets better, work gets better, we can have less hours, we can make more money, we can get home to our families quicker, like more time for fun, more time for all the things that you enjoy. Lean is fun, like it's the only way to go.
Beautiful answer, Bernard. Adam, you look like you're ready to answer it. I'll let you do it.
Sure. Honestly, it's interesting because I have to almost reinvent the wheel every time I hire a new person because each of those people are completely different. So trying to tailor the ideas to that person, like Bernard said, you have to get down to the why, both for the customer and the employee. So trying to help them understand that we're teaching them discipline and we're teaching them to truly use their brain and be thoughtful about their work instead of just showing up for a participation trophy. It's different for everyone. So you have to find the why that they have behind their life to want to put forth that effort, because that mental effort is effort, just like any type of physical effort.
Very good. Mark, what about you? You feel comfortable?
Well, so mine's a little bit different. Only I go into companies that want to do lean, and I'm just trying to explain to the leaders what lean is about. So it's a little bit different. I don't know if you want me to expand on that or not.
Yeah, sure. You got 30 seconds.
Okay. So generally, I do a little bit of history, and then I explain to them what Ono was trying to do and the starting point. So I try to help people get through the starting point of what they need to do to improve their systems and how they have to respect the people.
Okay, good. And at some point, Mark, we're going to come back to you with what Ono was trying to do, because I think that's a very good point. Alex, it's up for you.
Yeah, in my case I was 15 years in a lean world of tools. So they didn't believe on lean anymore. So I didn't communicate, but I trained my close management what it was about, that it wasn't really about tools. It was really about a mindset and, this growth on developing people. And when they were ready, then we came down to do the morning meetings and so forth. But it was a big change. We were driven by a lot of tools, and it wasn't about tools. That's what I communicated.
Very interesting answers from everyone. Pankaj, go ahead. It's yours.
Yes, when I started doing lean, there was a two-pronged strategy, I would say. One was that pick up a few enthusiastic team members and involve them, educating them about lean and make them do some improvements. Parallelly, day one, I started the morning meeting, and Paul, your template of morning meeting on your website really helped a lot to put that together. So day one, morning meeting, we started with
everybody has to come and join. I started making started leading the morning meeting and explaining them out 8 ways. And then those 5 people out of 60 people team I have to, really pass on the message to rest of the team.
So I thought that was interesting from everyone. We had both the philosophical answer and the mechanical answer. Excellent job from everyone. Okay, Richard.
Next one. So this is from Dan in North Dakota. How can I effectively prioritize, track, and communicate the status of large-scale improvement ideas that require significant resources?
Wow. Prioritize, track, and communicate. Okay. Mark, I'm going to let you take that first. You want to try it?
Okay, so it depends on what level you're trying to track it. So a lot of people use the A3 format, whether it's in the paper or in like boards that they put up where everybody can see what's going on.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Bernard?
Yeah, it's probably a great question for Alex, but we used to use in our business Gantt charts to track progress. Keep it real simple. So you can either do it digitally or you can do it. I love it on the wall, so everyone can see it on a whiteboard. Here's the progress, and then if it's a big enough project, then if you've got a project team that's leading it, they should be meeting daily to discuss the next goals, and make sure they're unblocking, removing excuses, and peer accountability. So each person walks away with a clear goal every single time in front of each other. That's really powerful.
Okay. Excellent. Adam?
We've implemented the EOS system, Entrepreneurial Operating System. It's got weekly meetings, quarterly meetings, and yearly meetings. And they have a way for you to actually create what they call rocks and break them down into milestones and assign them to people. So that's the way we track it. Obviously, we have other methods of tracking too, because obviously we're trying to see improvement. So along with the tracking of the accomplishment of the project, we will track the before and measure whatever it is we're measuring. And then we will measure the after and just ensure that that is in fact creating progress.
Okay. Alex?
That's a lot of question there, Dan, but to prioritize, you need to have a list, and with your management, you need to decide which are the 5 projects. We would not have more than 5 projects at a time. You want to bring a new project, take one off, or finish one off until you bring one in. But we were like 15 projects. It's not possible to manage. So that's one, prioritizing with management to know what they want. Tracking, there's different kinds of tracking. I mean, we have tools, software, internal software, and so forth. But the communication, that's the interesting part. There's different kind of communication for managers. We had steering committees, right? Every quarter meetings and so forth. But the best for the shop floor is using what you already have. So we had those daily meetings, the morning meeting as we call it. And just once a week, we would just communicate, this is the status of this project, this is what's going on, and so forth. But all those boards, I made the mistake of making boards, beautiful, nice boards. Every plant had the same nice, colorful boards. No one read them. No one updated them. So I took them off and trashed them. But it's better to communicate.
Okay. Panka?
I will let it pass to me.
You're going to pass?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to add something on this one. So I will tell you the way Toyota does it. They do something called a Mieruka board, which is a large board. Alex just described a large board that no one read. So what Toyota does is they have these movable boards that are the height of a person, twice as wide. And on that board, they have the entire project. And then on that project, they have the people that are responsible for certain elements of the project, and they have all the elements of the project that are broken down. And then they have literally a graph that they're filling in the status of how that project is progressing. Then they physically bring that board out into a conference room or meeting area, and on a monthly or weekly basis, whatever is necessary for that particular project, they bring it out and they review the status of every element of that and who's responsible and how it's moving along. And that's how they manage projects in a nutshell of that.
Nice.
Of that
Love it.
case.
Okay, we good?
Yep, we're good.
Excellent, excellent. So, Putra, at what moment did you know your people believed in this and not just followed it?
Good one.
Good question. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Pankau. I'm going to let you take that first.
Yeah, thanks. For this, I would rather answer like this. At IOTA Flow, my company, when we started doing 2-second lean, though Paul says that lean starts in toilet, for cultural issues, I didn't insist to start in toilet. We started with morning meeting, as I said before, and doing 3S to begin with. And we were playing YouTube videos from various 2-second lean companies for our one of the morning meeting session every week, one video a week. People picked up the idea of looking at a very clean toilet at few of those videos. They came to me, one section of the team. They wanted a nice and clean washroom, restroom as the rest of the community has. And from my side, it was that we have to maintain it also. I will not give you a janitor to clean it. You have to do it yourself. And they agreed to this. So that was the moment I realized. It was probably 6 months into my 2-second lean journey. And thereafter, the second team and the third team, and it's going on, really.
Never heard that answer before. That's really interesting. So
Nice.
they came to you and said they wanted it.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. Alex.
So you know that they're happy and they're excited, their smiles, and they're doing improvements. But when you see two things, is when you see them bringing examples that they're doing it at home, it drove right into their mind. But the biggest one, when I knew that one site was really getting it, is when that person that had 20, 30 years old in the company, he got it. And he's like, we're going to do this, Alex. And he was like the driver. I knew everyone would align. Because if you can convince the guy that's seen every flavor of the month come by, and this is it, and he likes it, and he's transformed, the rest follow.
And his name is Henry.
Henry was one of them for sure. You can relate. Absolutely.
Very good.
Bless his heart.
Okay. Adam.
Yes.
For me, it's two things. Like Alex said, the smiles. When you see people who are actually happy to come to work because they feel a sense of freedom, they feel a sense of ownership. And really, when that ownership takes hold and they start to eradicate defects by making improvements, even if it's as simple as saying, oh, I need to maintain that machine or that pump better so that this doesn't happen again, they're not being told to. They're not being whipped into forced doing these things, right? And then they take it even a step further and put it on a Kamishibai board so that it's ready to go for the next person.
Beautiful.
Brilliant.
Okay,
Nice.
Bernard.
Okay, a few answers. So the smiles, definitely awesome. And when you go away on holiday and you come back and everything's improved, or when you haven't visited a factory, like we had a factory in Tauranga, or 2 factories, you go there after 8 weeks and everything's lifted, the whole standard's lifted. When the chat is blowing up, your group chat, if that's just, if there's continuous people cheering each other on, sharing improvements, I mean, it's taken off, right? The fire's started, it's turned into a bonfire. And when your people are taking it home, improvements at home, and then on the weekend you see someone sharing improvements on the chat from home. And then just morning meeting engagement is another way you can tell, like you can feel it. People are smiling, people are volunteering instead of you having to like pick them out all the time, or select the volunteers.
Right. My favorite one of that, Bernard, is when you leave and come back and they've improved. That's
wonderful. That's wonderful, because in my previous life before lean, you'd go away, come back,
it
everything's
get worse.
declined. Everything's declined.
Exactly.
Everything.
Exactly.
You're either improving or you're declining. And this is, I teach all my coaching clients this. There's no middle ground. You can't tread water.
Right.
You're either up, or you're going up, or you're going down.
Right. Okay, Mark.
I have to second most of what everybody else has said. So for me, I can tell when people are excited to share with me, oh, let me show you what I've done.
Yep.
And they like to show the results.
Very good.
That's a
Very
simple one.
good.
That's
Okay.
good.
That's great. So true.
Next one. Okay. So Liam in Norfolk, United Kingdom. How can you best explain a lean mindset towards non-manufacturing tasks, i.e. grounds, maintenance, and cleaning?
A lean mindset. So, Alex, you want to try it?
I don't think I understand the question. So how do you do it if it's not manufacturing? If you can apply lean into cleaning and maintenance? So services, I would say, right?
Yeah, ground maintenance and cleaning.
My simple answer on this one is a process is a process.
Yeah. Right now, I'm helping people that are selling, so they have hardware stores. They're not manufacturing, but it's all about the customer, how to make it easier for them to get in, get out, get what they need in an easy way, beautiful place, clean, find it quick. So it's all processes, like you said, Richard. It's some processes are building thumbs and some are just services.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
Yes. Yeah, as Paul, you say everything is a process. So whether manufacturing or non-manufacturing, it's a process. And if we improve it, we make our life easy. And there can be a few demonstrations to really explain this. Like I talked to my design team, accounts team, and yesterday I was discussing with a finance guy. Yes, it's a process. Lean does applies to everything, everybody in the organization.
It's a way of life.
All right. Okay, Adam.
Well, I'm going to be non-politically correct here because my crass old lawnmower boss back in the day said, Adam, you idiot, bring your work to you, because he watched me walk all the way across the lawn to bring the leaves to the garbage can. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, the 8 deadly waste supply, and you can find them somewhere and eliminate them.
Adam, I think that was a great answer, actually.
Love it.
Okay, Bernard.
Yeah, I love this question. So everything's a process, right? Cleaning, maintenance, all this stuff. And we can, and one of the first things we get clients to do is for the first month, their improvement focus is clean the place up, declutter. Like we've got a client at the moment and they've got 25 staff and they're seeing 25 to 30 improvements every day, just cleaning up the clutter and the mess. And everyone's feeling liberated. It's amazing. And so everything's a process. And I'm going to argue that everything's manufacturing, everything's production. So if you're trimming, you're still producing. You're producing stuff, right? You're still producing. You're active. So everything's manufacturing, everything's producing. And like, how can we make cleaning easy? More bins, put things closer. There's process improvement opportunities everywhere you look. How can we have the hedge cutter much quicker to grab? Have we got all the maintenance gear around the hedge cutter? Have we got brooms, shovels, everything within arm's reach? Like, have we got a mobile cleaning station we can drive around and pick up all the stuff? Like everything's a process. As Adam says, there's waste everywhere. So let's go.
Okay, Mark.
So how can you remove the struggle? How can you make the job easier? And if they think they don't connect to lean, you could also say, what would happen if you didn't do what you do? What would happen to the organization?
Yeah,
so
question.
Often there's a lot of people in what people consider kind of hidden positions feel like that they're not participating in lean.
Okay, very good.
Is that everybody?
Richard, that's everyone.
Okay, next one. This is from Putra again. What did you have to personally unlearn as a leader to create the conditions for 2SL to flourish? I think Alex already answered this one.
I'm going to answer that one. To not give the answer.
Brilliant.
Yep, love it.
Pankau, go ahead.
I had to learn to step back, really. I have been firefighting my whole life, so it was my second nature to give an answer. And as Paul, you said, I had to unlearn this. I had to step back, give me a pause, yes, and wait for the answer to come from the member.
Exactly. Alex.
Love it.
It's in your page number 52. I could still remember that. It says,
Oh,
trying to do events to be lean, right? And you're thinking we're going to have a culture. And so we had it wrong. We had to build a culture and then do activities and continuous improvement. So
okay.
that's the big thing.
You're very good, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam.
I've failed in a lot of ways, and trying to connect it to the bottom line was a problem for me. I run a manufacturing business, yes, but we are custom cabinets, so every job is custom. And I was trying to use lean as a tool to help us survive almost, and I would get frustrated and even sarcastic when I knew that people knew better and weren't doing things. So I had to learn how to be patient and almost detach that philosophy from the bottom line and focus on them separately so that I could focus on the business, yes, but then turn my sights towards the people and focus on them and truly develop them, knowing that it will have returns in the long run, but not trying to measure it in the short term.
Yep. It's a long game. The good one. Bernard.
Yes,
Love it.
yes.
Yeah, so lead with questions, not answers. So building on what you said, Paul, lead with questions, not answers. Stop leading with answers because you just become Google, or you just become like a shepherd with a whole bunch of sheep. Everyone's just following and no one's growing and learning. So that's really key. The other one is humility. I struggle with that every day. Just, you don't have all the answers. Your team has, probably more answers than you do. So admit that, accept that. You've got two ears and one mouth. Most people do anyway. Some people maybe don't. So do your best to use them like that. Yeah, and just ask more questions and have humility. Also, extreme ownership's important. So I have this technique called the window in the mirror I teach to all my clients. When things are going to crap, look in the mirror and look at yourself instead of looking out the window and blaming your team. When things are going great, look out the window and praise your team instead of looking in the mirror and thinking what a wonderful bloke I am. It's a mindset
I like that
shift.
one.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
I'm going to remember that.
Mark.
Well, I'm late to the game as far as the 2-second lean. So I haven't ever had to implement the 2-second lean. I've gone into organizations that have. And the thing that I can tell people that I see, the companies that actively have done the 2-second lean part get the column on the people side down pat. So it's a culture building piece as far as I can see.
Very good.
Brilliant.
Very good. Get the column on the people side down pat.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So people try to complicate Toyota's house. There's really only two columns besides the foundation.
Yeah, isn't it amazing too? It's very simple. Toyota, the foundation, and the two columns. It's overcomplicated. I might just add one thing. When Bernard said something, you have to truly believe that your people could potentially have a better answer than you and a better idea than you.
100%.
You have to believe that. You have to believe that.
Yeah.
I believe
you can't just pay lip service, otherwise you're dreaming.
That's
Release
right.
the genius.
Yeah.
Just on Alex's comment about the events, a Kaikaku has a place, but Kaizen is the way to go. And we all know what Kaizen is because we remember Paul's little video with the leader standing at the front of the coach giving what Kaizen really is. So a Kaikaku is actually a breakthrough event, and unfortunately North Americans use the word Kaizen incorrectly. Right, Mark? So, yeah.
Too much history. Okay.
Next one.
Excuse me.
Rob from Ireland. How do we dig deep to identify what customers truly value and eliminate time spent on non-essential features? So I'll give you a little bit of background. Rob makes guitars And in some cases, they spend a lot of time on doing really high gloss finishes on the guitar or making side pieces that only 1 or 2% of the customers buy. So he's really interested in how to get what his customers really need.
Nice. Who's first?
Paul,
You're in
who's
mute,
going
Paul.
first?
Okay. So, Mark, you want to try it? How do we dig deep and identify what customers truly value in a
So most people would say, ask the customer. But if I quote Henry Ford, he said, if I asked the customers, they would have told me they wanted faster horses.
Yeah,
Or if you
I love that.
or if you go and you look at the iPhone, sometimes you don't know what they're going to value until after you've actually created it.
That's so true.
So you have to look at what they struggle with. A lot of it's just observing your customer. What do they do? How do they do it? How can you make things easier for them?
Okay, and well, interesting, Rob. I told you that I want USB-C charging. I think I told you that, and we had all that. Or your connection on your guitar was I can't remember, some funky cable, and I said USB-C. Everybody's USB-C. There you go. There's something right there. Okay, Bernard.
Oh yeah, I love this question, and Mark, you've given me a whack on the head because I was going to say ask the customer. So thanks, man. But I still think it's very important to ask the customer about your current products. Like this is how we grow our business every day. Like, what's your biggest pain point? What do you hate about dealing with our competitors? What do you hate about dealing with us? If you could wave a magic wand, what's one thing we could do to do things better? The other thing I love to, and then I agree again too, Mark, with your other thing you said was, I'm a big fan of meeting unrecognized needs, things they don't even know that they don't even know, right? So that's where you can create raving fans and huge value. So unrecognized needs, what do they look like? How do we find those?
Excellent. Adam.
Yeah, this is actually something I've been working on a lot lately. I have gone on a rampage of asking all of my customers what it is that they want in construction. And to be honest, I already knew. They just reaffirmed to me what I already knew. But for some reason, even though I didn't know it, or even though I did know it, I didn't own it until they told me. And I'm like, you know what? I do need to create better tools to help you get pricing and these things faster, even though it's custom. And I do have something in mind, like the horses versus car for the future, but I can't sell them on that yet because I don't have it. So I do have to guide myself where the customer wants to go a little bit while I move towards that further future that I know will bless the customer. But until I have the time, the effort, and the means to create that thing for them, I have to continue to kind of sail my ship to the next island that they want.
Okay, Alex.
Nice.
I am 100% with Mark. Is go again, but go see what is it that how are they treating the guitars, what they're struggling with. Like you said, Paul, you're struggling with charging. Develop the eye to see what they need. It's not easy, but
Okay.
yeah, obviously you can
Nice.
talk with them and so forth, but just look at how they're using it and you'll find out.
Nice.
Pankar.
I come from B2B space, so I have a little different take on this. Our customers pay us cash, of course, but more than cash, they risk their reputation when they place order on us. So we really need to protect their reputation. We have to take the accountability, which I've been teaching my team to, really deliver the care to the product in a way that their reputation is protected, even if we have to take some hit, but we have to take care of their reputation, which is my customers truly value that they can't risk. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to answer this question because I'm a product development guy. My problems are not necessarily my customers' problems. So the problems I want to solve are not necessarily the problems that my customer have. So
Yes.
I learned this powerful lesson. I would come up with a product and think, oh, this is the best thing in the world. My customer says, I don't even care about that. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter to me. So you have to realize that you are unique, and your uniqueness is not necessarily the way your customer thinks.
Yes.
One more thing to add is that when you solve a problem, you create another problem for your customer. So you solve their problem, and then you've got an opportunity to solve their next problem. So there's another little secret to keeping things fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answers. I hope Rob is a little bit more understanding of what he's got to do. USB-C.
There you
Because
go.
we
Let's
found
go.
out today the headsets are USBs.
Well,
and there's no USB-Cs on a lot of the new
well,
computers.
and I just got a
no
brand new.
USBs.
I got a brand new headset specifically with USB-C because I'm tired of having that stupid converter.
Yep. Okay. Next question. Jonathan in Phoenix. What are the requirements for a lean leader? And how do you know you can be a lean leader?
Good question.
Okay, well, I love this question. I want to answer it, but I'm not going to. Putra, I mean, it's up to you. Pankau, go ahead. I'll let you have it.
For me, one is that you have to lead by example. Of course, that's the basic leader requirement. But then a kind heart. It has to be a kind heart,
I
really.
love it. Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Simple
Alex.
and to the point. Great.
The humbleness is right up there, and be able to connect with people. Go out to the shop floor and be able to have a legitimate conversation and an honest interaction with people. It sounds simple, but if people don't trust you, they will not follow. They will not want to learn from you. They will block you. So a good
love it.
lean leader needs to connect.
Very
Yeah,
beautiful.
great. Yes.
Adam.
Some people would say that lean or other management systems seem dumb. And when I respond to those people, I'm like, yeah, you got to be dumb enough to never quit and smart enough to ask for help. And if you can do those two things, you can figure it out. You don't have to you don't have to have requirements of any kind. It is a development journey for everyone, including the leader.
Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
Bernard.
Yeah, I love this question. So hungry to learn, obviously, because if you're not hungry to learn, you're not going to be a lean leader ever. You got to love people. Like you got to have a genuine, deep respect for people and a deep respect for resources. Those two pillars. You must have the qualities of a servant leader. You're there to serve those you lead. So you're not self-serving. If you're trying to play office politics, like you just go away. So someone who's like just genuinely there to help others succeed and achieve their most important life goals, and hungry to learn.
Right. Okay, Mark.
So I'm going to go back a little bit. For me, there's a transition for a person going from being the boss to being a leader. And ironically, this is one of the lessons taught to the Toyota leaders in the 1950s, the very first class of the management training program is shifting from being the boss to a leader. So you really have to be aware that you're bossing people rather than leading and showing by example and listening.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Very good. Very important. Okay. And I'm going to just add my one little thing here. You have to love people. If you don't love people, then you're going to, there's no way it's going to work.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep. You've only got to look at the faces around here. And with these answers, if you got a smile on your face, then you love people. So
You get it. You get it.
all right. Next one. Putra again. If you could go back to start and know one thing you know now, what would it be?
Love this question.
Okay. Well, Mark, I'm going to let you take it first.
Why? Because you saw me laughing at it?
Yeah.
Gosh. It's hard to say what one thing. It's more like it's the system. So, and it's both process and people. So that's the thing I try to concentrate on when I teach people about lean. It's the system. If you don't get the people part right, I can put in the system. I mean, I can put in the tools, but it's just not going to stick. The only way it's going to stick is to get the people side of it right.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
Good. Bernard.
Yeah, if I could go back 23 years when I first went into business, if you'd written your book back then, Paul, that would have been nice. So I'm pretty peeved with that, you know. No, yeah, no.
Me too.
If you had to go back and get your time again, it would be like, yeah, give me lean right at the start and help me understand that growing people is the number one priority.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Wow. Excellent. Okay,
You
Adam.
wrote your book too late.
Yeah, for me too. For me as well. Believe me.
Yeah.
I think of all you that have started this much younger than I started it, and I think, boy, I couldn't imagine if I would have started earlier. Adam.
Totally.
Honestly, for me, I think it would be trust faster, giving up more ownership to people faster.
Yeah, nice.
Inevitably, somebody is going to fail at some point that doesn't want to buy in or just isn't, going to move that direction. And you're going to have to address that. But it just is what it is. And that's like the one, right? And I think it was Paul told us on a Japanese trip, don't choke out the 99 when you're focusing on the one so much. That is the problem. So trust faster and lean into it and let people run with it.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Alex.
I think obviously the how to empower people. I would have loved to know all the tricks that come with that, but mainly the power that Gemba Walk can do. Go out to the shop floor and connecting with people.
Love it.
That
Love
it. Beautiful.
Gemba Walk is like the most powerful tool that I did not use for years. I'd
Good.
go out
Excellent.
there, but I didn't know how to use it.
Love
Excellent. Excellent. Pink out.
Yeah, I restrict my answer to 2-second lean, and if I go back and start 2-second lean again, I would say the patience, which I should have used it much earlier and more than what I did.
Can I ask a
Great
further
answer.
question on that, Pink? How would that have manifested itself?
I was impatient. I wanted the results quickly, and sometimes I derailed my whole, then of doing 2-second lean and then go back and retract those steps and sometimes say sorry and let's restart the whole journey like that. So I should have been more patient, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Nice.
Next
Yeah, as you
question.
said, results would come. We have to look at the long term, as Alan
Right.
also said that. Yeah.
It's a long-term game completely. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do another two questions here, Richard.
Let me just add one more thing. There's another thing that if you could go back, what would it be? Get rid of 5S and implement 3S straight away.
Nice.
For the simple reason that leads you to the engagement of the people, and it leads to making that column really strong that Mark has indicated. I had a conversation today about 5S versus 3S, and 5S doesn't make sense to me anymore. And every company I went into and they got 5S programs, I would ask the people on the floor, what are the 5S's?
Yeah, exactly.
And they wouldn't have a clue.
No clue.
If I go to a 2-second lean company, what are the 3S's?
Yeah.
Do it every day.
Yeah,
Sweep,
yeah.
sort, standardize. Boom,
Right.
done.
Yeah, right.
End of story.
Thank you, Hawks, because everything I learned in Japan, I take credit for nothing. I learned that from Hawks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Incredible. Okay, next one. Jonathan in Phoenix, when lean is implemented, how do you know everyone reached the first phase of understanding lean? A little bit like a previous question we had, so maybe not spend too much time on it.
Okay. So I'll just put it out there. Any of you want to try to take that and add anything?
I think we kind of covered it, haven't we, with the previous questions?
I think we did. The
Yeah,
smiles, the chats blowing up and all those other things. I think it's probably the same.
I would say when you have a member of the team that does a morning meeting and hasn't slept for 1 week because they have to present and they come out of there empowered and
nice.
can't believe I just did that. Oh my
Wow.
God, this is awesome. I can do anything now. Oh
I
my
love it,
God.
Alex.
It's
I'm gonna,
like,
yeah, really good, Alex. I'm going to
Brilliant.
answer that question. In our morning meeting, we are very deliberate about not pontificating and asking questions. So we'll put something up on the board, and then the leader will go around and ask a person to answer the question. Richio Shingo taught me this, that you need to ask questions, Paul, so we know what your people are thinking. So my answer is, when someone answers the question in the morning meeting and they articulate the answer, and you can really understand the depth of their understanding based on their response.
Good answer.
Brilliant.
Yep. Okay, next one. All right, fantastic. I love this. Oh, Jonathan again. Do you need to consult or hire a consultant for lean?
a resultant. He needs a resultant.
A resultant, yeah, a resultant.
Let's let Alex take that first. This is very appropriate for Alex.
Yeah,
Oh my
nice.
God.
Right?
Well,
Alex, then Bernard.
well, after 24 years, I have become a consultant or resultant, as Richard says. And the only reason, because I used to hate consultants,
Right.
because they didn't really showed me the way. They didn't show me how to fish. So I thought I could do a difference because I need to show how to fish. They don't, after a while, they should not need me. And that is a real consultant.
Brilliant
One that
answer.
lets you
Yep.
fly away and grow by yourself. So I think you do, when I have this experience right now, even companies that have done lean, that push of all these little nuances that speed up and understand, because there's so many questions in that journey, but it should be just for a very limited time. It shouldn't be dragging it out. If it's doing that, they're not helping you. That's the way I
Okay,
see it.
Good.
I have a comment about that, but I'm going to wait. Bernard, go ahead.
Yeah, I love this question. So I've got a couple of stories here. One, real quickly, is that we hired lean consultants in 2012, 2013, and they came in, cost a lot of money, and gave us some tools to use and blah, blah, blah. So we had short-term gains, but then when they went away, we just went back to our old ways. The culture didn't change. Nothing changed. And I'll take that on myself as a leader who didn't change, right? So if the leader doesn't change, no one can change. You can't grow past your leaders, and you can't delegate lean, by the way. Now, and then when we read the 2-second lean book and then started practicing that, we created our own system called TDI, Tiny Daily Improvements, based on your book, Paul, and then, all our other principles, 100 to 200 improvements a week. Now I'm teaching and training clients all around the world full time, and I'm helping them compress time with all the things I learned. So I say yes, make sure they're a good coach, make sure they're going to help you compress time. That's the key, right? Otherwise you can waste so much money. Then we got another coach who helped us, and he added value. So you don't know what you don't know. So you do need outside help at points in your journey, launching, maybe, stimulation, inspiration, motivation, accountability. It's not easy, right? Lean is the hard thing that makes everything easy. So if you can get someone outside to come in and point up the blind spots and, like Alex says, resultant, teach you how to fish, that's what we're looking for. That's my comments.
Okay, Mark.
Okay. So I've gone into a lot of companies who think they're lean, and basically all they know is the stuff superficially. On the other side of it, I look at, you look at any professional sports team, they have coaches. So how fast do you want to learn? And I know I'm guilty of this when I have helped or worked with companies. I know I kind of drown them when I go in with information. And I had somebody tell me, oh yeah, you told me that the first time and the second time and the third time. Now I just get it. So yeah. But anyway, I'm retired, so I really don't have anything in this game to push the consultants.
Right.
The other piece would be is you need to have somebody who can come in and help you. If you're going to do a consultant, they don't need to be there more than, say, 90 days or a couple of trips. If you find yourself depending on them, you've actually just become addicted to the coach.
Right. Okay, Adam.
Yeah, Interesting question, because I never hired a consultant or a coach for lean, mostly because of this group. I never
Right.
had to. I was
Right.
able to just reach out directly and be like, "Hey, Paul, do you want to cook me a steak at your house?" And he was
Right.
like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." And I invited myself over to Paul's house for dinner. But I do hire coaches in several other parts of my life, the parts that I'm not very good at, so that I can compress that time. I do believe coaching is extremely valuable, but like Bernard said, two things. One, you need to vet them super well so
Yeah.
that you know what you're getting into. And two,
Yes.
you're hiring them to coach you. If you try to hire them to delegate the coaching to your people, you've already
Yes.
failed.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
That's perfect.
Okay,
Yep.
Pankau.
I second Alan. I did the same journey, did all whatever we have done in 2 second lean with the help of the group on our own. But yes, there are so many unknowns, and you need sometime help and answers, which of course we get it from the group. A consultant would have really, hastened the process, help me travel this journey much faster than we have traveled so far. Yes.
Compressed time.
Okay, and I'm going to answer the question: do you need a consultant? The answer is absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. And why? Because number one, there's a clear prescription on what to do in the 2 Second Lean book. Number two, we have the most awesome community in the whole world that will support you. But could a consultant be beneficial to you? I would say, particularly, I'm constantly referring people to Alex all the time, particularly in large companies where the CEO is distracted with a myriad of different issues, and they need someone to come alongside and slap them and wake them up and say, this is the focus point. I think that a consultant could be very beneficial.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish this one, echoing Bernard's comment that people don't know what they don't know. You can go and read books, you can go watch videos and stuff, but if you've got somebody, especially in this group, that's experienced it, they will add value to you. Definitely.
Agree.
So, one other thing. So often I've gone into companies and they have, so this is from a process standpoint, you can't see the forest for the trees.
Mhm.
So a lot of times you are unaware of how much potential you have for improvement until you get somebody outside to come in and push you.
Yeah. Outside eyes. Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Okay.
All right. Last one. Let's do one more. Liam from Norfolk. How do you find best introducing lean to new employees who have no knowledge of lean and opening them to the mindset?
I have to read that. How do you...
I can start.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you, Mark. Go for it.
2 Second Lean.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
If you don't like to read, Paul's got it on audio.
You know what?
And video now.
The video.
Oh, okay.
Go watch the video book, and you don't need anything else.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a great endeavor.
In like 10 languages, I might add as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Bernard.
That's good. Yeah, I agree. Just give them the book to read, listen to it, read it. And obviously, as soon as they join your company, they join the morning meeting, or before they join your company, they get to read your playbook, the way we do things around here. They get to watch some videos, they get to see what you're already doing with lean. So they're already indoctrinated before they start. That's how it should work. And then they join you and they're straight into the morning meeting. They're treated like an owner. They are respected, valued,
beautiful.
all those things. Like they just
Beautiful.
come straight into the culture. It's like, boom, you're in. Here it is.
Treated like an owner immediately and a new employee. Powerful.
It's
Okay, Adam.
unbelievable. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to just say ditto to everything, but reading 2 Second Lean or listening to it is actually part of our hiring process.
Yeah.
We
totally.
require every candidate to read the book and submit some sort of improvement video. And it
Totally.
shows humility, and it shows very quickly if they really did put forth any effort to try to figure it out. Because really, that's all you need. You just need someone humble enough and willing enough to try. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I say read
I
the
love that.
book before you hire them.
Yes, that is
See
exactly
if
what
they're
it is.
willing. Yeah. See if they're willing to read the book before. That tell you everything. Alex.
It cuts out 99% of the applicants immediately.
You got immediately.
Yeah. Well, besides the book, I would say you just throw them in with the routines you have in place. They pick it up super fast. You don't need to do anything special. You already don't create more things to manage. Just you have a morning meeting, you have 3S in time, you have improvement time. Just look.
Straight in.
What I
Straight
would
in.
probably do is, hey, Joe, you're new here, so you're going to be with Adam for the next month. He's going to show you how we do things around here. So he's got an internal mentor at his buddy, so he can understand and ask questions. Other than that,
And
it's not
by the way,
complex.
he's going to train you using TWI job instruction, the 4-step method, the only way to train people.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think I think we should wrap. Richard, what do you think? I think this is one of the best sessions we've ever had.
This is really good. Let me just see how many more, because I just want to introduce everybody to. I'm going to just quickly through to the last slides. Hang on. Here we go. Just want to let everybody know 2-second lean tours upcoming 2026 series. We're going to do the Die Company in January. We're going to visit Will at Tennessee Cheesecake.
Amazing company.
We are going to visit Andrew in Henry Holster's in March. And then a little bit later, we're going to back to see Nick in Canada at Valley View Industries.
Yes.
And we've got lots more coming. So,
and we got to go back. We got to go back to China and to Norm's company again, because when I saw that, we have to go back to Norm's company.
It's incredible. And you know what? I just want to thank everyone again. It's super incredible what we do. Bernard, it was a fantastic idea.
It was his idea.
And it's really, really good.
We couldn't do it without you, Richard. Like, you're the man.
Yeah, you're the man that puts it all together.
And then Paul, who comes in, whatever time of the day Paul comes in, like he's probably had 2 hours sleep again. Have you, Paul?
Yeah.
It probably has. But
you guys
got
all energize me.
Big shout out to Pankaj coming all the way from India, and from
Amazing.
Adam coming all the way from the States, and Mark having a historian. It wasn't as bad as you thought, Mark, was it? It was great.
And Mark, you did great, and great contributor. Everyone, great job.
Yeah,
I loved
good
it.
job.
My favorite one so far.
And
Brilliant.
Big shout out to all the people that came. We had over 70 people joining us today, with some obviously really great people from around the world. Thanks you, everyone. The next roundtable is going to be in another 3 months. We do them once every quarter. And we're going to try and get Oliver Conger on the next one. So
okay, very good.
That should be a good one.
All
right.